Hello everyone, welcome to Kansas Future. The Kansas City Chiefs continue their undefeated streak, clinching a nail-biting 27-20 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders in Week 8. While the win keeps Kansas City at the top of the AFC, it came with a few concerning injury updates that have fans talking. The biggest headline? None other than quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Late in the game, Mahomes had his ankle rolled up on, sending a wave of concern through Chiefs Kingdom. But in true Mahomes fashion, he powered through, finishing with 27 completions on 38 attempts, accumulating 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, and just 1 interception. It's a big sigh of relief, knowing he's expected to be ready to play in Week 9. But Mahomes wasn't alone in showing up big on Sunday. Travis Kelce turned in a vintage performance with 10 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown, proving why he remains one of the top tight ends in the league. Kelce's performance wasn't just crucial for securing the win, it was a message to young talent, like rookie Brock Bowers, that he's still the king of the field. With the Chiefs eyeing a historic three-peat, both Mahomes and Kelce are at the heart of Kansas City's unstoppable offense. Now, before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and turn on notifications to stay updated with every Chiefs development. Back to the game and the injuries. Beyond Mahomes, other key players also faced setbacks. Cornerback Nazeeh Johnson had to step up following Jalen Watson's injury, only to later suffer a concussion himself. Tight end Jody Fortson also exited the game with a knee injury. Losing these players is tough, but Mahomes' health remains the most significant factor. After seeing him fight through injuries in last year's playoffs, leading the Chiefs through tough matchups against the Jaguars, Bengals, and Eagles to win the Super Bowl, it's clear just how much his resilience means to the team. His status for next week's game against the Buccaneers looks solid, and fans can breathe a little easier, knowing he's not expected to miss any time. Are you concerned about the injuries piling up, or do you think Mahomes and the Chiefs are unstoppable? If you're here for all things Chiefs, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now, let's talk about Coach Andy Reid, whose future has been the subject of some serious speculation lately. Rumors about Reid possibly stepping down after this season started after Bill Belichick's departure from the Patriots and lingered through our unforgettable Super Bowl LVIII win over the 49ers. But Chiefs owner Clark Hunt just set the record straight, and it's exciting news for anyone who bleeds red and gold. In a recent interview with ESPN, Hunt confidently stated that Reid could absolutely coach for another 5 years. The 3-time Super Bowl champion, who will turn 67 in 2025, is reportedly in fantastic health and more fired up than ever. Hunt emphasized that Reid seems rejuvenated by the team's recent success, especially with Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback, someone Hunt called one of the most special quarterbacks of all time. Reid and Mahomes are a dream team, and there's a solid plan in place to keep this dynamic duo working together for years. Let's talk about legacy. Reid has already climbed to 291 career wins, putting him fourth on the NFL's all-time wins list. To catch Don Shula's record of 347 wins, Reid would need to coach a few more seasons. But beyond personal records, Reid has a chance to make NFL history by leading the Chiefs to a three-peat, a feat no team has ever accomplished. While Hunt admitted that long-term leadership planning is essential, he's made it clear that Andy Reid isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And with Kansas City leading the pack as favorites to win Super Bowl 59, Reid could very well secure a 4th Lombardi trophy before deciding his future. Here's how I'm breaking down how the Kansas City Chiefs have dominated the AFC West since Andy Reid became head coach. So, Chiefs Kingdom, your Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Las Vegas Raiders in their second divisional matchup of 2024, moving to 2-0 in the division so far this season. But I wanted to talk about just how much the Chiefs have dominated this division since Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes became the best head coach quarterback duo in the NFL. Kansas City is now 53-13 against the entire AFC West since Andy Reid took over as head coach in 2013, and Patrick Mahomes has an astounding 32-5 record against the AFC West. This record shows that the Chiefs have truly dominated the entire division since 2013. It doesn't matter if it's Alex Smith or Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes have crushed this division's hopes and dreams for nearly a decade. Looking ahead at the divisional games left this season, the Chiefs still play the Chargers once, the Raiders once, and the Broncos twice. They might lose one of those games, and it could happen in Denver, but that's it. That's the only divisional game I see them potentially losing. The Chiefs will likely go 5-1, maybe even 6-0 in the division again, making the path to the playoffs so much easier when they dominate teams within their own division. It's very similar to what the New England Patriots did in the early 2000s, where they dominated the Jets, Dolphins and Bills every year. Teams in the AFC East couldn't compete with the Patriots, which helped New England reach multiple AFC championship games and win Super Bowls. The AFC West isn't much different today. Sure, Buffalo has been good recently, but they were not a contender when Tom Brady was quarterbacking the Patriots. Looking at the division now, Denver has been stuck in a coaching and quarterback carousel. They haven't had a consistent leader or playoff appearance since Peyton Manning was their quarterback. The Las Vegas Raiders are in disarray, with a constant turnover of head coaches and no stable quarterback. And the Chargers, well, they continue to charger. They've had talented rosters, but lack the coaching to beat the Chiefs. All of this shows that Andy Reid is the ultimate coach and the advantage over all these teams. Pairing him with Patrick Mahomes creates a nightmare for the rest of the AFC West. They simply can't compete. The Chiefs are in a league of their own, and it's why they've been able to find so much playoff success, consistently beating their divisional rivals. A quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, the Rice Real Estate Group. Here's a video I took at Arrowhead Stadium. I'm down here on the field at Arrowhead. I want to give a shout out to this channel's sponsor for the entire football season, the Rice Real Estate Group. Contact Marlo Rice of the Rice Real Estate Group. Her contact information is in the description below. By supporting the Rice Real Estate Group, you're also supporting me and helping me create more content for you. So, for some of the best real estate listings in the Lee Summit and greater Kansas City area, reach out to Marlo Rice. All her information is in the description below. Now, back to the video. I'm not saying the Chiefs are going to sweep the rest of the division this year, as divisional games are always tough. However, we've seen in past years that the Chiefs have gone 6-0 or 5-1, and the only team I think could potentially beat the Chiefs would be the Denver Broncos, and I don't give them a big chance to do it. But the Chiefs often have one game against a divisional team where they don't play their best, and that could very well be the Broncos this year. Even if they do lose one divisional game, things are looking really good right now. At 7-0, with 2 divisional wins already, a loss wouldn't be a big deal. Who cares if the Chiefs lose in Week 10 or 11 to the Broncos when they're 7-0? They're not going to lose the division. They're going to win it for another year in a row, and their playoff spot is all but secured. So, I'm not too concerned about the outcome of another divisional game when the Chiefs have already handled business so far. I truly believe that the Chiefs' success in the division is a huge reason they've been able to reach so many Super Bowls. By consistently beating divisional rivals, they've cleared the path to the playoffs. So, Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which AFC West team do you hate the most? Personally, I might hate the Denver Broncos more than any other team in this division, followed by the Raiders. The Raiders are insufferable, and if they were good, they'd be even more insufferable. As for the Chargers, they're a joke. I've never really taken them seriously because they haven't won anything. The Chiefs are truly in a league of their own. Sure, there are other teams out there gunning for the Chiefs, especially in the AFC West. But guess what? They're not going to take down the Chiefs this year, and probably not next year either. The Chiefs' reign over the AFC West will continue this season, and more than likely, until someone knocks them off. Today, we're diving into some big NFL trade rumors surrounding Cincinnati Bengals star wide receiver T. Higgins. With the Bengals struggling to a 3-5 record, there's buzz that Higgins could be traded, with one possible destination being right here in Kansas City. Let's break down what this could mean for our Chiefs. T. Higgins was originally drafted by the Bengals in the 2nd round back in 2020, alongside Joe Burrow. He's been part of one of the AFC's top receiving duos, but with Cincinnati's season taking a nosedive, they may decide to trade Higgins rather than lose him for nothing due to salary cap issues. Quarterback Joe Burrow already received his extension, and Jamar Chase is in line for a big payday too, making it tough for Cincinnati to keep all their top talent. On the Chiefs' side, while we recently traded for DeAndre Hopkins, he's 32 and not the long-term answer for our passing game. Imagine pairing Mahomes with Higgins, who's only 25 and has proven himself as a reliable, big play receiver. Adding Higgins would give us a solid young wide receiver who could help sustain our offense for years to come. Before we continue, take a second to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and drop a like if you're excited about what a Higgins trade could mean for the Chiefs' future. So, what would Higgins bring to our offense? He'd complement our current roster perfectly. Marquise Brown and Hopkins are both free agents at the end of the season, and we know Travis Kelce won't play forever. Higgins could provide that much-needed firepower, especially with first-rounder Xavier Worthy and second-rounder Rashee Rice still developing. Worthy has shown flashes, and Rice has been solid in short-yardage plays, but Higgins would offer the true outside threat Mahomes needs. The Chiefs are leading the NFL at 7-0, but we know that record alone isn't enough to secure another Super Bowl. A player like Higgins could elevate us to another level and help maintain the Chiefs' dynasty for years to come. As the Kansas City Chiefs continue their quest for a third consecutive Super Bowl, could a strategic trade be in the works? Rumors are swirling about a possible addition that would bolster our left tackle position, a crucial element in keeping Mahomes upright and ready to unleash his magic. What does this mean for the team's playoff push? Join me as we unpack this exciting development. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and give a like to stay in the loop on all things Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are facing some challenges this season, but let's be real. These are challenges that the other 31 teams in the NFL would gladly take on. Sure, Patrick Mahomes hasn't quite looked like his usual dominant self, but the reality is that no other team knows the feeling of having a superstar like him under center. Despite some mediocre drives, the Chiefs remain the only undefeated team in the league, which is quite the achievement. As we look ahead with the potential for a historic third consecutive Super Bowl championship, it's crucial for the Chiefs to keep making bold moves as the trade deadline approaches. Recently, they made a splash by acquiring wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins and defensive lineman Josh Uche, but there's still one position that really needs an upgrade. Left tackle. Wanya Morris and rookie Kingsley Suamataia have struggled this season, and if there's any position that deserves a boost to protect Mahomes' blind side, it's this one. Matt Connor from Fansided suggested that a realistic trade target for the Chiefs could be Walker Little from the Jacksonville Jaguars. This makes total sense, especially considering the inconsistent play we've seen at left tackle so far. Connor points out that adding a veteran presence like Little could be a game changer for Kansas City as they gear up for the playoffs. Walker Little is just 25 years old, standing at 6'6" and 320 pounds. Talk about a perfect mix of youth and experience. He's in the final year of his rookie contract, making him a rental option for the Chiefs as they pursue another Lombardi trophy. But here's where I feel divided. Is this really the best move for the team? Sure, strengthening the offensive line is critical, but do we risk disrupting team chemistry for a temporary fix? What do you all think? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited about the possibility of adding Walker Little? Or do you see other areas that need more attention? The stakes are high this season, and every decision counts. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow Chiefs fans, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any crucial updates. And remember to hit that notification bell to stay in the loop with all the latest news. Stay tuned, Chiefs fans, because this ride is far from over. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all the Chiefs news. See you in the next video.